Stop scrolling kung may sari-sari store ka or balak mo magtayo ng tindahan sa bahay. Question, possible ba kumita ng 1,000 pesos araw-araw sa sari-sari store? Yes. Pero hindi siya magic. Hindi siya basta maglalagay ka lang ng paninda, may bibili na. Ang 1,000 pesos a day comes from math. Tamang produkto, mabilis na ikot ng puhunan, controlled pautang at daily yung pag-tracking. Sa video na to, i-breakdown natin paano i-design ang sari-sari store para hindi lang siya extra tindahan, kundi small cash flow machine. If helpful, hit mo yung like button, tapos later, comment mo sari-sari store, and I'll reply with a checklist. Tara, simulan natin. Important muna, kapag sinabi nating 1,000 pesos araw-araw, dapat malinaw, gross sales ba? Or actual profit o tubo na? Kasi kung 1,000 pesos sales lang, madali yan. Pero kung 1,000 pesos net profit per day, kailangan mas strategic ka. Example, kung average margin mo is 15%, para magkaroon ka ng 1,000 pesos profit, kailangan roughly 6,000 pesos, 6,700 pesos daily sales. Kung 20% margin, around 5,000 pesos sales. That's why, hindi sapat na maraming benta. Kailangan tama ang margins o yung tubo mo. Hindi nauubos sa pautang at may high margin add-ons. Today, we will build the system around that. Here's the simple formula. Daily profit comes from 4 things. Number 1, foot traffic. Ilang tao ang bumibili sa'yo? Basket size. Magkano ang binili nila per transaction? Margin. Magkano talaga yung tubo? Repeat buyers. Ilang beses sila bumabalik? Most store owners focus only on paramihan ang paninda. But the smarter question is, paano kung mapapalaki ang average basket? Paano kung mapapataas ang margin? Paano kung mapapabalik ang customer every day? If you improve these 3 by small amounts, lumalaki ang daily profit. Rule number 1, sa sari-sari store, fast-moving products muna ang uunahin mo dapat. Huwag muna bumili ng sobrang daming variety na mabagal gumalaw. Kasi, cash mo magiging inventory na natutulog sa shelf. Start with daily needs. Halimbawa, coffee sachets, shampoo, detergent, toothpaste, sabon, then food basics tulad ng noodles, canned goods, rice, eggs, bread, then yung mga impulse buys na binibili ng mga customer tulad ng snacks, candies, soft drinks, mga chilled water or medyo malamig na tubig na. Ang goal, simple dapat. Dapat araw-araw may umiikot na pera. Cash flow muna bago display. Kung gusto mo ng 1,000 pesos a day, hindi pwedeng puro low margin items lang. Kailangan mo ng margin boosters. Examples, nandyan yung yelo, malamig na tubig. Yung mga chilled drinks. Simple pero may demand. Pwede na 3-in-1 coffee plus hot water service. Lalo na kung may construction workers, tricycle drivers, or commuters sa paligid. Next move, increase average basket size. Maraming tindahan nagbebenta lang ng tingi. Pero kung gusto mong lumaki ang kita, kailangan meron kang bundles. Example, breakfast pack. May coffee, may bread at itlog. Baon pack. May biscuit, juice, and candy. Ulam rescue. May rice, may canned goods, tas may noodles. Merienda combo. May drinks plus snacks. Kapag naka-bundle, mas madaling bumili yung customer because you solve their decision problem. Hindi na nila iisipin ano ang bibilhin. Ikaw na ang nag-design ng solution mo. Kung gusto mong dumami ang bumibili, give people more reasons to visit. Hindi lang paninda, mag-add ka ng services. Halimbawa, e-load, bills payment, cash in or cash out if available. Kung malapit ka sa school, pwede kang maglagay ng photocopy or printing. Kung community-based naman, pwede order via chat and simple delivery sa kapitbahay. So, added service, dagdag profit yan. Inventory is where many sari-sari stores quietly lose money. Remember, cash yung pinaka-oxygen ng business mo. Kapag napunta lahat sa paninda na hindi gumagalaw, wala kang pang restock ng best sellers. So, gamitin mo yung top 20 rule. Track mo kung ano yung top 20 products na mabilis maubos. Tapos, mag-set ka ng reorder points. For example, Kapag 5 pieces na lang ang noodles, reorder ka na. And if an item doesn't move after 2 to 3 weeks, reduce or stop buying it. Your job is not to stock everything. Ang job mo is to keep your cash moving. Pricing is not guessing. Hindi pwedeng ganito rin presyo ng kabila lang. Dapat alam mo yung cost mo and yung actual na tubo. Sa sari-sari store, maliit na tubo is okay if sobrang bilis gumagalaw yung inventory mo. But never underprice just to compete. Especially if ikaw ang mas convenient, mas malapit, or mas reliable. Cold drinks, tingy packs, ready-to-eat merienda, these have convenience value. Yung pricing mo should protect your margin while keeping your customers happy. Real talk muna tayo dito. Yung pautang talaga can kill your sari-sari store. Kahit malakas ang benta mo kung puro lista, wala kang cash pang restock. So if magpapautang ka, make rules. Small credit limit per household. Sulat mo yung pangalan, yung amounts, tsaka yung due dates. Tapos dapat walang bagong utang hanggat hindi nababayaran yung dati nilang inutang. And this is very important. I-separate mo yung kindness from business rules. Pwede kang mabait, pero kailangan malinaw ang sistema mo. Benta without collection is not profit. You don't need complicated accounting software. A notebook can save your business. Every day, track mo yung start cash, end cash, daily sales, expenses, restock list, bestseller, pautang, collections, and missing or yung nasisira or napapanis mo na inventory. Most small stores don't fail because walang customers. They fail because hindi alam saan napupunta ang pera. Daily tracking gives you control. Ito yung 7-day action plan. Day 1, list mo yung top 20 fast-moving products. Day 2, compute mo yung margins or yung tubo mo. Day 3, nag-create ka ng 3 bundles. Breakfast, baon, tsaka merienda. Day 4, mag-add ka ng 1 service or margin booster. Day 5, organize mo yung inventory and reorder points. Day 6, enforce mo yung pautang rules. Day 7, review mo yung sales and restock mo yung mga winners o yung mga mabibilis lang na mabenta and malakas yung demand. Yung goal mo dito is not to become perfect in 1 week. Your goal is to stop guessing and start operating like a real business owner. Before we end, avoid these mistakes. Buying too many slow-moving items, no margin computation, sobrang pautang, imimix mo yung personal money mo with your store money, wala kang restock plan para sa mga best sellers, and ang biggest, thinking sales is equals na sa profit. Ang sari-sari store can be powerful but only if treated like a business. Small store, serious naman yung sistema mo. Yun yung sikreto natin. If you want to apply this faster, I made a simple checklist and starter templates for Filipinos. You can join the free online community at philmentors.com/free. Inside, you'll get practical guides on money, business, investing, and wealth building. Sali ka na habang libre pa. And patuloy tayong maglalagay ng mga free stuffs dyan. If yung video na to nakatulong, hit mo yung like button, tas comment down below, sari-sari store, and I'll reply with what to do next. Start small, track daily, and treat your tindahan like a real business. Again, visit mo philmentors.com/free and join ka sa free online community natin. May makukuha ka rin dyan na free Filipino Wealth Starter Kit. Quick disclaimer, this video is for educational and informational purposes only. Hindi ito guaranteed income claim or business advice. Actual results depend on location, pricing, customer demand, execution, suppliers, and competition. Always check local rules, permits, taxes, and supplier quality before operating. Now, go and build wisely. See you sa ating next video and sa ating free online community sa philmentors.com/free.